God damn it. Is
Oh. I thought he was just looking at his game.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just a little bit too excited about Baldur's Gate.
Is he smiling like last time?
Yeah.
Little joyous expression.
Alright, I'll wait for him. You're having a good old time with Baldur's Gate.
I forgot I had Watch Together open. I was really confused as to what to do.
This music started playing random. Welcome back! Welcome back!
Oh.
Hi there.
You're good.
How was Baldur's Gate land?
I just crashed a freaking Mind Flayer ship into a beach.
Epic.
But on the bright side, I have a flaming greatsword, which I cannot use because rogue.
No. Alright. We're about to start the narration and the stream. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kingdom of the Final Fantasy campaign. Welcome here. Welcome back. What the fuck? Last time we left off, the gang had left Bermesia, and they had came to Cornelia to talk to the king and to get more information on what's happening in Rabanastre, and also what to expect. The king just pretty much told the basic stuff on what happened and how Rabanastre hasn't responded to anyone, to anyone's reaching out messages, I guess, for lack of a better term. So after conversating with the king and him getting back to his chess match with the Chancellor, the gang spent the last day in there before they head out to Rabanastre to see what's going on. And upon returning from said conversation, they see that they have their best friends, Biggs and Wedge. They have managed to make an entirely new airship called the Ragnarok. And it's about, I would say it's a little bit way bigger than the Invincible was, and everyone has their own cabins now, so they can store anything they want, along with a bigger storage container on the ship, like for everyone in general, along with a lounge area and everything. It's just like luxury on Alien. It's fantastic. But other than that, the gang, the group, I say the gang, the party. They went to go comfort Evangeline after, after her grabbing her pay from the king and her getting upset and all. But yeah, that is where we left off. The gang had, the party had done a drinking game, and they all got drunk the night before, and everyone went to bed with no dream sequences to speak of at all. So the sun has arisen, and it is about we'll just say it's about 9 a.m. or so. Who would be up at around this time?
It'd be great if I wasn't muted. Ruvik would be awake.
Alrighty.
Nyx would also be awake at this hour.
Same, I think.
Yeah, this would probably be awake as well.
Alrighty, yeah. Everyone wakes up. We'll go down the line really quickly. Yeah, let me... Alright. Yeah, let's go down the line. We'll start with you, Franklin. What is it that Franklin does in the morning? What would he do before you guys start getting ready to leave?
Oh, before we get ready to leave.
Well, like when you wake up in the morning, I mean.
Oh, when I wake up? Um, just take some time, don my armor, get all my shit in order, and then if I have some downtime, I'll spend it, if I can find any books around, just reading and trying to piece kind of everything together with the Dragon Queen and the World of Darkness, and just trying to figure out how it connects.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you find yourself a nice book, preferably. Okay. So when you do look for books, you do see that the books that you guys found in the library. The Two Moons, the Crystals, the Eternal Wind, and the Emperor. Those 4 books, you do spot those. Were you picking one of those up, or were you gonna look around for a different one?
You know what? I think. Okay, yeah. I guess Frank will read. I think he grabbed the. I think he grabbed the crystal one. So I think he'll read that one.
All right. And also, I know I just made the mistake after I'd said this, but earlier, I don't know who read it, that I retconned the name of the 4th book, The Two Moons, to The Duality. Because I just kind of made up the first name at the time, but I thought about it, and so The Duality fits perfectly. But yeah, you pick up the book, and when you read it, when you first open up the book, you can see that there's the text is like all jumbled up and all messed up. It's pretty much unintelligible. And they just keep on flopping between different letters, almost like a out of character. It's kind of like when you see code and like it's just like keep on flipping between different letters and numbers and such. Sort of. That's the entire.
Oh, so like the Matrix.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, you can see that all of the text is all starting to. It's like all jumbled up, and you can't make anything out of it.
Okay.
But yeah, so that just peeks at you.
Franklin does the in Beauty and the Beast when Gaston is like looking at the book. He's like this. And then just like trying to tilt it and try and see if it makes sense. Eventually it doesn't. He just like sets it down. He's like, oh, what the hell. Just goes to read something else to fill his time.
And we'll move on to the next person. Who's on my list? Nyx. So Nyx. What would Nyx be doing around this time?
Right now, Nyx would probably be more focused on their getting their gear together than focusing on the books. Everyone kind of knows Nyx's opinion on the books and how laying that much information is not always the best, but so Nyx is just kind of more focused on getting geared together, making sure everyone has what they need. Nothing too special.
Okay. Vesta? What would she be doing at around this time?
When she wakes up, she's just kind of like get dressed and ready for the day. And I guess similar to Nyx, start preparing. She doesn't have much weaponry to prepare, but yeah, I guess just get herself ready.
Alrighty. And as for Ruvik, what is it that Ruvik would be doing around this time?
He'd just be like chilling, playing with his lute, just chilling.
Strumming a few songs?
Like tuning it or whatever you do with the lute.
Alright. Was that?
You do?
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, yeah. So you guys all go about your own devices until I'd say okay. So all of this stuff, like everything that you all are doing, it's about 20 minutes into it before Biggs and Wedge kind of come up to you all. Well, and like tries to get your attention. They see you first, Frank in the lounge for reading, and so he looks to you. Where are your friends at?
Oh, they're just getting ready. They should be here in a minute.
Okay, cool. Because I wanted to address what's next, just so I can have a clear view on where what to do.
Gotcha.
All right, and Wedge comes up to all your doors and he starts knocking on them individually because everybody's doors is next to each other pretty much, so they just go like. You can just hear the knock on many doors.
I hated that.
Finally, they understand how much we love the doors.
My God. Jesus Christ. So yeah,
We do love our doors.
Wedge says, "Hey everyone, could you meet us at top deck, please? We have something to say."
Be right there.
And yeah, so he's saying that loud enough for everyone to hear, and he walks off. And after a while, do you all proceed to join him?
Festival.
Yes, I do.
Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah, you all meet Biggs and Wedge at top deck. Biggs is on the helm while Wedge is adjusting some sails, and they all go up to you and say, "All right, so just so we're clear on everything, what's the next plan of action?"
We head for Rabanastre.
All right. And so what time would this be? Like when did you want to depart?
Sooner than later, I'd say.
That doesn't answer my question. So when exactly, what time frame? He kind of does this with his hands. What time frame did this wanna happen? He turns his head to look at you all.
Probably as soon as possible.
At this
unless
point.
Yeah, I think
something
we have
goes
all
on.
the supplies we need.
Yeah.
You people are
shit.
so difficult. He says. Alright, and so after face palming, he's like, "Okay, so is it now a good time?"
Sure is. Unless you've got anything going on that.
Oh no, nothing at all. And he kind of turns around and he says, "Wedge, start turning the sails, making sure everything is up to speed before we take off." And Wedge goes off to check, and he says, "All right, before we take off, is there anything else you guys wanted to do in Cornelia before we left?"
I don't believe so.
I think I'm all set.
Right. And he looks to to two of you, Nyx and Ruvik.
I'm good.
I think. Sorry, I think Dan's frozen.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. All right. Here. What is a good track to put here? All right. I'll wait for him.
That's rough.
He'll be back.
Do do do. Do do do.
Actually, while I have time, I can make a new token. I can change the airship token.
Push comes to shove.
shit. No. Wrong one. Ah, damn it.
Hello, I am back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so before I was so graciously cut off, what time is it at this point?
Around okay, so you all woke up at like 9 o'clock and everything. So about 9:40 or so.
Okay. I'd say we should probably leave at least within this next hour or so, just so we can get. I mean, unless there's anything else we need to do here in Cornelia.
And he looks to the rest of you all.
Sounds like a plan.
Right then. All right, Wedge, get the sails, and he starts starts walking back up to the actual wheel itself, and he starts like turning different knobs and stuff, and technological stuff, and you all start to lift off. The wings start to flap out, and you all ready and set to fly to Rabanastre. And so, the journey from Rabanastre to the journey from Cornelia and Rabanastre takes about, I'd say, since you guys are traveling across the entire continent, it'll take about a couple of hours. Especially since you have the Ragnarok with you on your hands. So yeah, we have arrived. Oh, okay, so when you're flying over, as soon as you guys get past Blamville, you guys see all the this luscious green grass, like just descend into sandy terrain, and you can see just dunes upon dunes and endless spreads of desert. And Biggs kind of looks to you all and says, "I can see why people would get lost in this wasteland."
Yeah. Seems like this sand goes on for miles.
Oh yeah. And after a while, okay. Well, thank you, Song, for fucking me up. All right. Yeah. And yeah, you guys don't encounter anything here. You guys are just flying over. And for a while, you would think that it's gonna take a lot longer, but upon the horizon, on the horizon, you can see what looks to be smoke, and also a bunch of geometrical shapes. And as you guys get closer and closer, you can see that half the city is on fire.
Oh shit.
I'm not. Oh shit, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm not familiar with this region. Is the city being on fire supposed to happen?
I don't think so.
And Big says, "I highly doubt that. Come on, let's see if there's anything there to see what we can do to help." And he starts to land, and when you guys come up on it, it's like literally you can see right before your eyes that the entire city, half of it is on fire and half of it looks fine. Like, it's almost as if someone cut the city in half and just lit one side of it aflame. And you do see from the very high height that you are on, you see some white mages casting wind spells and water spells to hopefully quell this flame that's just engulfing the entire city. And you all land. There's no real airship port anymore, that is, and so you guys have to park outside of the city. The Rabanastre city will be ready soon. I don't have it though. I'm still making it. But yeah, you all land in Rabanastre. It's this what's left of it. It looks like all the buildings is made out of this firm white sandstone kind of material, almost like the material that you saw in Dune. But this one is more of like, instead of Dune's buildings were made of like an orangish kind of like an slightly orange kind of sandstone color. This is more of a white sandstone kind of color, giving it that sort of Middle Eastern kind of feel to it. You do see a giant keep in the middle of the city. It looks like it's not made of the same material that the rest of the buildings are. It's made of like some sort of normal structured, like a normal material that other castles and other structures around the world would be made of. So yeah, then you all land, and here, let me go ahead and cue the sound. Alright, there we go. And when you guys all land and head out of the airship, a bunch of people start flooding toward your direction. And what looked like a few people then turned into a few hundred people start surrounding you. And the crowd is all gathering, and they say, "Ah!" They're all like shouting, trying to get their words out. "Help us, warriors of light! Help us! Help us!"
What happened?
And you can see that what looks like to be an older sort of fella says, "Some random person just came. We don't know who this was. They just came and lit our town aflame without any question. He and a bunch of other hooded figures."
Oh.
"We don't know. Do you think you could help us out?"
We'll certainly try. We don't think this is probably not the Warriors of Darkness, huh?
I doubt it. They're supposed to be our allies in this. I don't see why they would go for all this.
Some lieutenant of the Dragon Queen, maybe, that we don't know about?
Possibly.
We'll try and take a look around and see if we... Did you see which direction these hooded figures went?
Not really. We just know that they are, this is a woman speaking, a separate person. We don't know. We do know that, he is, whatever this thing is, he's on that side of the town. And he, like, you can see pretty much, she points to the entirety of the, on the half that's on fire, the right half.
Okay. Excuse me. We'll try and take care of this. Just let's make sure everyone's out of the city, and we'll look into this.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
All right. And you can see that people start to leave where you are, and they start heading in other directions. You see some people heading to the left side, and you see some people heading into the right side. The left side looks like it's a more stable looking town. It's like it looks to be a little smaller, but you can't really see it because you are pretty far away from it. As well as the left side, this one they look like they're heading into the desert, but looks like you don't see anything in that direction.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Is that Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, it was.
Oh god. But yeah. And actually, this gives me the opportunity. Hello?
Almost there.
One day.
Danielson.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
I live.
Hi there. And so what was the last thing you heard before you had blanked out?
Franklin asked if this could have been the Warriors of Darkness, and I was gonna say that, and I was trying to say that they were our allies at this point, so wouldn't make sense for them to go on and cause a fire.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we heard that one then. Uh, was that the part where you dipped? Well, when you're
That was right when I dipped. Yeah.
okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, cool. So yeah, pretty much the group that surrounded you all, they all split into two different directions. One of them went into a direction what looks like a town, you know, a more stable town than what this is, and the other side looks like they're just heading straight into the desert. But yeah, the city is aflame, and pretty much everyone, after about, I'd say, a couple of minutes, they all start to, you know, pile out. But like, it's not like, it's very orderly because everyone was trying to get out, and the exit isn't really that big, so everyone's trying to cram their way out.
No.
So what you see is just a line of people exiting.
Does it look like this was done recently?
From what you see, yeah, the flames are pretty fresh, and yeah. So and a lot of it didn't really, like, a lot of the stuff that is on fire hasn't really started to collapse yet. So yeah, this is pretty recent.
Nyx is gonna look around and go, something isn't quite right. The way that the city is destroyed, something about it seems familiar.
How do you mean? Have you had experience?
Not in the way that you think. Think about it. There have been other cities that have been destroyed in almost similar manners to this. The main one that I can think of at this moment would be Bermesia. Half of the city destroyed. In flames, the other half left perfectly normal. Doesn't that strike you as odd?
I will admit, it is a bit strange. I mean, the attacker then probably maybe lived on that side of the city or knew someone on that side of the city, but there has to be a reason the side is untouched.
I don't know. It's strange. I don't understand why something like this would happen.
I mean, the king told us that Rabanastre, these people, well, you know, pardon my French, they're assholes. I wouldn't put it past them to, like, start a civil war in their own city or some shit.
I don't know.
These, sorry.
Just seems bizarre, and
Evangeline. Oh, sorry.
We should chase after those hooded figures. We should head towards that direction.
Agreed.
And do you all head into the fire, into the flames?
Yes, sir.
I believe we do.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. when you all are in the city, and no one seems to be around. It seems like everybody got out perfectly fine in time before things started to get really bad. Hence why there were so many people. But yeah, so there's no one really around to rescue. But after about I'm not sure how long would you guys want to search around for things before heading back to the entrance before.
A good bit.
I mean, until we're at risk of being hit by a building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So after I'd say 5 minutes or so after looking around, you guys. Okay, wait. First, quick question: do you guys want to split up or stick together?
I don't like that question.
Objection leading the witness. It's probably smart to stick together in a fire.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Yeah. No, I'd say we should probably stick together for this.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, okay. So back to the thing. So after about I'd say 5 minutes or so of looking around, making sure that there's no one out there, no one out there that needs to be saved, or looking for the person, you do stumble upon a couple of you spot God damn, I can't get the words out. You spot a good amount of individuals in this in this fire. You see a person, what looks like to be, I'd say, about as tall as Nyx, with white hair. You see that this person is fighting off some people, and the people that this person seems to be fighting matches the exact description as the people gave you. There's this person who had a torch in their hand. Shush! A person with a torch in their hand, and a bunch of other people following them in cloaks, in hooded cloaks. And so yeah, you see that this person is like fighting them off. They're using different types of magics. They're using a little rapier that they got at their side, and they are going at it until they cast a specific spell. And you can hear from this person's mouth, Ultima. And then after a while, there's this little small sphere of green that exits out of his palms, and that green, sphere starts to very rapidly expand and expand, reaching about where you guys are, and everything in that entire vicinity is pretty much been destroyed, flattened. You can see that you are all on a dirt, you are on a platform of rubble, and everything around you within 60 or so feet, everything around you is obliterated. And the only thing you see is that man or person lying there on the floor.
Excuse me. You all right?
No response.
Shit. I'll just.
You are pretty far from him, by the way.
I'll make my way forward.
Oh my god. Does everyone
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. When you and when Franklin, you and your crew get a little closer, you see that the person looks to be, he looks to have his eyes closed. He could be dead or so, but you can't really tell if he's breathing or not.
I will cast Healing Word on him.
Okay. So yeah, you put a little, go ahead and cast the spell.
Alright. 6 whole hit points.
Damages,
Health is health?
Yeah, that version. Alright, yeah. So after, I'd say you cast this not cure wounds, this, healing word, after you cast healing word, you see his body just go like, and he looks around, and he turns around and sees you all and says, "Oh! Who are you?
Hello there.
We're not here to hurt you.
Stay back. Who are you?"
Okay, first off, hi. We're the ones that brought you back to life.
If you don't mind us asking, who are you?
Who am I? Who are you?
We're the Warriors of Light. But what was happening? Who were those people you were fighting?
Those bastards were the one who set the city on fire. And so, when all the other mages around us, they all fell, I was the only one who had to step up and actually put an end to them. Using a forbidden spell. It is not meant to be used by anyone. But I had to risk it.
I mean, dude, it kind of backfired. You almost fucking died.
Yeah. But even if I died, at least I would have gotten these idiots off of our backs. More fires would have started here in Rabanastre.
What do you know about those people? Who are they?
Not much. They just showed up here, wishing to just burn the place down. Probably one of those damn Cornelians. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, we can get you somewhere safe. Let's get you out of the fire. You're sure you don't know anything about those hooded people?
Very much, sir, yeah. I'm pretty sure if we knew, we would have, found some sort of way to prevent this.
And yeah, let's get you out of the fire. Let's get you somewhere safe. Let's get these wounds patched.
Sure. And yeah. He follows your lead. And, where do you guys wish to take him? Well, besides out of the fire. And, yeah, that's obvious. But, like.
I mean, where can we take him?
Well, everyone left around the airship, right? They went to 2 different directions, so it might be safe to bring him there.
Yeah. Yeah. Outside the city is probably a good place.
Alright. Where should we go then?
We're gonna take you just outside the city walls. Some of the people, Jesus, some of the people headed off towards a city, and some of them headed deeper in the desert. But we're just gonna take you out the city walls.
Alrighty. Alright, I think I know the way to a safer place if you guys don't know. Like an actual, where the people were heading to that, was empty desert.
Oh shit, yeah.
Alright, just follow me.
Alright.
And, he sort of steps in front of you, Franklin, and he just starts walking. And, when you guys like when he passes you all, uh, after the rush of everything that happened, you can see his appearance a little more clearly after getting up and dusting himself off. You see that this character has he seems to have a fondness for feathers because there's feathers littered all around his outfit. There's feathers in his hair. There's feathers around his sleeves. There's feathers even on his little scimitar weapon that he has, and abnormally long fingernails, like about there. But yeah, he leads you all out of Rabanastre, and he points that direction. That city is called Thanalin, and he points to the southern side of the map. He says, a bunch of rogue black mages go there for studies, and also they keep the entire city invisible. So that's why it looked like it was just endless desert. You want to head there?
Yeah, it's good a place as any.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like those hooded figures are gone for now, so yeah.
Yeah, considering I blew them half to hell.
Alright. Let's head there.
Alright, and he leads you all across. Well, do you guys want to head into the airship, or do you guys want to traverse the desert for like an hour?
If we use the airship and land it near Thanalin, it might alert the hooded figures of our location, since it's otherwise disguised.
Yeah, that is true.
This guy knows his way. I think we can just walk, perhaps? Oh god, walking in the desert with full armor. Here we go.
Good luck.
Let me do a thing. Ah, okay. You guys escaped my grasp this time. All right. So yeah, you guys walk across the desert. Painstakingly walk across the desert, with nothing happening at all, surprisingly. And yeah, easily enough, you guys make it to the desert. Well, like a certain place that he stops at in the desert, and he says, "So this is where it is. Here." He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a sort of rectangular device, and he sort of like puts it like he sort of like points it straight up in front of him, and you can see that the entire mirage of the city starts to come down, and what you all see is just a nice small sort of village. And it's full of people wearing robes, hats, and a lot of studying and panic going on. Not like the bad kind of panic, but like panic, like, oh god, I need to finish this assignment or whatever, this sort of thing. And yeah, this place is completely open to you all now. You have arrived in. What was you good? All right. Well, yeah, you guys arrived in Thanalin. And he says, I'm sure that there's a medic around here somewhere or of some sort. Oh, and he sort of walks, and he walks into a little building that, you can see a little plus sign with, the usual health shop, I guess, like the little RPG health shop. And he walks in, and he says, all right, I think that this is a good place for us to rest for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. You get some rest, and they'll take care of you.
Oh, you aren't staying?
Oh, shit.
Oh, crap. some time. Here.
I'm gonna get a snack real quick.
Alrighty. Actually, while I'm here, I could be making thumbnails. I hope they don't. I hope this doesn't pick up. Oh, was that the track making that noise?
Hmm?
Cause it sounded like someone was like groaning, like.
Oh,
Like was
I
that?
mean, does the track have like zombies in it or something?
No, but it is a raided village, so I mean, and in
Maybe.
the title it says despair.
No.
So I mean, Sephiroth came and haunted this village, or this town. But hello there.
Hi.
Welcome back. I'm not sure. Which part did you last hear?
I think he's gone again.
Again? Oh God.
Dude. Oh.
All right, here. Well, he's
brutal.
just gonna quick. All right, so here, I'll go ahead and we'll just like roleplay a quick scene, I guess, while he's gone. All right, so he says, "What, you guys don't want to stay?"
I suppose we can stay for a while. We have some stuff to attend to, but we'll make sure you're all right and taken care of.
All right then. Well, I mean, if you need any information, I'm here.
Yeah. You wouldn't. I mean, this is kind of a long shot, but you wouldn't happen to know anything about Big Crystal?
Crystal. You mean the main thing that pretty much powers this entire city? The Earth Crystal?
Yeah. What do you know about it? Besides the obvious power in the city.
I know, yeah, that it powers the city, and also that a lot of scholars and sort of people like that, they rely on the crystal for certain practices. I can't really say what because I'm not really much of a scholar myself, but they need that to, you know, keep its they need that to keep its, you know, to keep their studies going. But you know, recently everyone has been in a little bit of a, I guess, knowledge slump, considering that it disappeared around the time the sky started to go dark.
Oh, fuck.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Excuse me.
Good.
Damn. So the sky went dark, crystal disappeared. Do you know where it was? You wouldn't happen to know where it was originally held before it disappeared?
It was kept mostly in the keep, in the main keep with King Von and the others. Well, not really King. I really shouldn't call him King Von. More like, I guess, Governor Von, because he, along with other people, run the city.
Okay.
But
And
good.
the the nature of the disappearance, it just like was plucked, or it was like just stopped existing, or it was stolen, or
I'm sorry. Say that one more time. Sorry, I couldn't hear it on my end.
did it just? I mean, to your knowledge, did the crystal just vanish, or was it stolen, or?
I wasn't really there when it happened, but most people around the town when it happened, people say it was stolen. Well, at least that's what people suspect. I'm sure it just can't vanish out of thin air, but I'm pretty sure it's been stolen. I think when everything is done here, I would advise you to actually go to, you know, the part of the city that hasn't been burnt to a crisp, and ask questions there.
Okay.
And actually, since I do have a little bit of knowledge myself, I could assist you if you would need it.
Oh, yeah. That'd be, if it's not too much trouble, of course.
Yeah, no problem. That's only if you guys need the help.
Oh shit, sorry.
We did.
We'll take all the help we can get for sure. Sorry, we didn't get your name.
The name's Jakku. At your service.
Jakku.
I am, well, at least when we were in Rabanastre, I was tasked to, as a sort of emergency situation, considering I know a specific technique that a lot of black mages don't know. I'm sure you've all seen it, when you were out there.
That was the giant explosion that destroyed everything.
Mm-hmm. And he holds out his hand and he says, Ultima. And you can see that he conjures up a green ball of, energy that's, swirling and ready to bust. And then he just, clenches it in his hand and it goes away. Yep, I have been cursed with that knowledge of this spell. So,
well,
oh, go ahead, sorry.
It certainly dealt with those bastards.
It's a good thing that there weren't anybody in there, in the city, or at least it's a good thing that everyone evacuated when they did. I wouldn't have wanted to hurt anyone with my spell.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go and see what I need to do. I'm gonna go talk to the medics, see what's up. Hopefully I'm fighting fit, and at least I feel like it. And get myself cleaned up, and if you need any assistance, just come back here, and I'll be ready to point you in any direction or give you any information you might need.
Alright. Hey, thanks for your help, Jakku.
No problem. And he heads into one of the doors, and he closes the door. And so he's being tended to, and you are all, I guess, free to do whatever you need in the Black Mage Village. And so yeah, what is it that you guys wanted to do here before anything were to happen?
I mean, if we want to ask somebody about the books, this is probably the place to do it.
That is true.
Alright. So you guys wanted to inquire about the books?
So?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So yeah. You all, okay, so now, since the building isn't actually on fire this time around, or anything like that, did you guys want to split up and, ask people, or did you guys want to ask as a unit?
Probably still ask as a group.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, you guys exit out of the medic room and you are turned loose. And you, when you look around, actually, give me some perception. Some investigation checks, if you would.
Oh, this is right up my alley.
I'm gonna do mine manually because the life hates me. So
14.
Also,
I have a
percep-
-1.
Wait,
Mine's a 25.
Jesus Christ. And I also see what you mean by your specialty because it has your name in the word.
Yeah.
that's a 15 for me.
Alright. So, Vesta, with your awesome knowledge of black mages, you can look around and pretty quickly you can spot a couple of people who might know, a couple of scholars who might know about books, considering that they have books in their hands.
Sorry, I just find it entertaining that it's like oh, you must be smart, you have glasses.
Well, some people have glasses, some people don't.
Sure. I guess we should approach them?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You do spot a group of 3, and when you walk up to them and they look at you and be like, they look at you like with a face that's like puzzled. They're just like who are you lot?
We are the Warriors of Light.
And they oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Well, they kind of huddle around themselves and they start whispering. Hello, Warriors of Lights.
Hello?
Is something the matter?
Yes. Considering that we know everyone else who's been in this goddamn village, we don't think it's... I don't think you all are scholars.
Well, I mean, to an extent, she is. Point over to Vesta. She is definitely more of a magic scholar. I'm more of a... Not magic, but to an extent, some people have called me a scholar before.
And as soon as you start to speak Nyx, they say, "Wait, scholars?" And then you can see the 2 people. Okay, so in the group there is 1 female and 2 males, and the female and the male start to run up on you, Vesta, and they're like, almost like in an anime, you know how people when they examine people they jump around them, they start to look around you. Are you lying to us?
No, I am a black mage.
Prove it. Cast a simple fire spell on this, and he looks to his one of his friends who has his lunch in his hand. Give me that. And then they put it on the floor here. And the guy who got his lunch taken away from him, he's just like, "Hey, now cast a simple fire spell on that. Better yet, make it a fire 2, because you gotta be really smart to cast a fire 2 spell."
I'm glad to prove that I'm a mage, but this poor man wants his lunch. Is there anything else that I can demonstrate it on?
No, you must cast a spell on the lunch, or else we would have to be forced to kick you out.
Oh.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to provide? I didn't think so. Now go ahead and cast the fire 2 spell so we can get on with it.
Alright. A bit. I suppose I'll cast a fireball on this poor person's lunch.
Alright,
I
so
feel
yeah,
sorry for that lunch.
I know.
you guys reluctantly, Vesta, you reluctantly bring your staff up and you look. Do you look away when you do it? Or how do you want to How do you want to do this?
I'm looking a little guilty as I cast the spell. Certainly.
Alright, yeah, you cast the fire 2 spell and you obliterate the lunch. like with no question. It like you can see the fire starts to gather up in your staff, and then you let it out, and you pretty much almost blow up you nearly blow up a building, but since you guys are practically on like the middle of the street, you guys don't blow up anything.
I'll just turn back to the group. Is that proof enough for you?
You can see that they start to like, you know, clap at the same, like they all start to like, not at the same time, but they all start to clap like at you, like, oh, that was excellent. Does anyone else know how to cast a spell?
I can cast spells.
What spells do you know?
Spells?
Yes.
I know a few. I'm not listing them all because I'll be here for hours.
Do you know any of the basic black mage spells?
How would I know? I don't know what black mages have.
Alright, so pretty much all you know is that what black mages primarily use are thunder, ice, and fire spells. But and then he looks to you, Vesta, again, and he's like, alright, I guess you're believed. Now, what is it that you wanted to say?
We were just curious if you knew much about magic. I mean, surely you do since you're here, but magic books?
Magic books. Well, there is this, we do know about spell books, because, you know, those are magical. And then we got the books of a scholar, and then we got the books of a summoner, we got the books of the dead, and the Necronomicons, you guys know, ooh, those are gnarly. And then we got the Book of Life, the people who are the white mages. There are plenty of books. Could you elaborate?
More like a book that can almost completely accurately predict the future.
You hear this, girl? Oh, darling, there is no book that can predict the future. Believe me, if there was, I would know about it. Come on.
Well, you know about it now.
Well, do you guys so happen to have this book of future?
Actually, as a matter of fact, we do. I'm going to pull out the Eternal Wind book and go, now, I'll admit, it may look like nothing at first, but I assure you that events that have gone through this story have, as a matter of fact, happened to me and my compatriots.
Alright, so you want to hand them the book?
I hand him the book.
Alright, and they take a look at it and they read. And you can see that he looks to the rest of his friends and he says, and then they all huddle up again. Children's book. We have read over this book that you have prescribed upon us, and we have deduced that it does not tell the future, considering that it is a children's book made for children.
Again, I told you, the events that have happened in this book happened to me and my compatriots. What part of that do you not understand?
Now, here's the thing I don't. Do you have any proof of this supposed events that happened to you all?
Well, I'm sure you can reach out to the folks out in Shinra, and they can very well vouch for it, but I know that you're all a little tight-ass, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
I don't believe you. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk away and pretend that we never saw each other. You, ma'am, your points to you, Vesta, you keep doing your thing. And then they all back up and they all just, like walk away. children.
There's more to it than that.
And then they all like pause like as they were walking, and then they look back at you. What do you mean?
There is a location in that book that if you say its name a multiple amount of times, you will actually lose the memory of the name itself.
And what would this name be?
Take a look and say the name a few times, and I'm sure you'll believe me.
There are many places in this book. You got Somalia, and then you got the village of Ur, and then you got there are many places in the. What do you? I don't know what you mean. Then you got the only thing parallel that I can see is the Crystal Tower, and even then, that tower has been around for centuries, and who knows who could have made it out of inspiration of the book. Who knows?
I just turned to everyone and go, okay, guys, you gotta help me out here because I honestly don't remember the name.
Oh, shit.
It was the hidden land of Eureka.
Yeah. Try saying Eureka a few times.
Actually, you guys are around the dinner table. While even though you two weren't really saying it, you have heard it for a while, and it did slip your minds as well.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it.
And they look at you and they're like, I'm listening.
Now, I've read this before, and even after the events that have transcribed, I can personally attest that these events have happened. And if you don't trust me, then cast a spell on me. We can prove just as much.
Here, what do you know about this place in this book? What do you know about it?
Personally, I know that I've forgotten its name, and not because I have a lazy memory, which I do not, and anyone who says so will probably... that's beside the point. Aside from that, I can assure you that it is a location that is a bit unknown for some of us, but we know that it is of importance to our overall mission as the Warriors of Light.
Right. That did not answer the question that I immediately proposed to you all, but I will take it as token. So, again, I will ask, what do you know exactly? What do you know about it? What can you recall? Anything that pertains to this place, and then maybe we'll believe you.
What we do
What
know
you
is that we just don't talk to them. What we do know is that it does pertain to an old... I don't really want to say alchemist, because... to an old, almost mad alchemist known as Amon. And his ally. Also, yes, we have met Amon. He's terrifying as shit, and very, very creepy.
You mean the urban legend that disappeared, that literally was made as advertisements for the book?
Oh, it's much more than that, I can guarantee you.
Right then, well, he looks at the sun, he's like, well, I appear to be late for class, thank you guys very much. So, everyone, let us rally. Toodaloo, and he hands you back your book.
Yeah, I feel like we're not getting anywhere with those
Yeah,
people.
I don't think they have any information to offer us.
Yeah.
Scott, he's a dumbass.
Yeah, wait, one.
Okay, I'm actually
second.
in agreement with Rubik here. Should we just start name dropping and see if they actually get a reaction to
I
any
can
of
call
that?
the big boards out.
Seems like they wouldn't know anything about our situation.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
they're shut out. We knew that to begin with, and even if they did have some form of knowledge, at this point, they know that we're the Guardians of Light, but as for our exact identities and our origin of nationality, they may not entirely give us the information we need, and so
Could find a professor.
Yeah, I mean, they did say they were going to class.
Yeah.
so shall we just interrupt a class and see what happens there? Because that does actually sound like a wonderful idea.
I mean,
Thank you.
I was going to say we wait till after the class, but
yeah. Or if some
Oh.
professors have got some free periods.
Oh, come on. Hey, Rubik, back me up here. You like the idea of interrupting someone's class just for shits and grins?
Yes.
See? He's got my back.
I mean, we want to make a good impression on these people.
Yeah.
I just want to make an impression. I mean, yes, I do want it to be somewhat good, but I mean, at this point, is it really worth it?
I mean, these people are just trying to learn from their professor.
Alright.
They will
And
learn. It's not what
they'll
they're meant to
learn.
be.
Yeah, no, we can teach them, especially about the events of what's outside Rabanastre.
Right.
They don't believe that any of this has happened. They haven't heard of what's been going on. We can teach them that. We can show them.
I guess it's worth a shot.
If they'll
I mean,
believe us.
unless any... Well, I suppose that is a good point, but I mean, why would we lie? Like I said, we're the Warriors of Light. I mean, okay, I'll admit, considering family reputation, a lot of people would understand why I lie, and even then, it's not entirely. There's a lot going on in that category to begin with.
Yeah. Let's find one of the professors and let's see if they know anything.
All right.
Alright, so I just got back like a minute ago. So what were you all?
You weren't even listening?
Well, no, I told you guys I had to leave really quickly because someone was here.
Oh.
I was
I
like,
did not.
I was like,
catch
be right
that.
back.
I did not catch that. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
You need to do that.
Alright, but it's fine. I can listen to it on the VOD later on. But
Yeah.
what was the gist of everybody, like, what were y'all talking about?
Rufik and I wanted to just burst into a class and just interrupt the teachers and have fun in that direction.
Damn. Oh gosh. And what were Franklin and Vesta trying
were-
to do?
Kinda. We didn't fancy the idea of interrupting a class.
Alright, and so you guys ultimately decided to just find a professor?
Yeah, anyone with free
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah. Well, okay, so here. Everyone roll me another this time roll me a perception check. But Vesta, you roll at advantage because you've actually been in an actual class.
Nope.
And you would know what a professor is. Well, more like what a professor's attire would be. Well,
I'm just gonna say nope.
You're acting like I haven't been in a school.
I haven't.
Ruvik has. He went to college. Was an art school, but it was a school.
Fair. Alright, yeah. So, okay. Everyone... Okay, yeah. So, Ruvik and Vesta.
For the record, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, Nix don't know.
Alrighty. Oh, crap. Alright, so yeah. When you guys... okay, so for Ruvik and Vesta, very coincidentally, the people who have been in classes before, you two have, after a while, I'd say about a few minutes of actually around, you find your professor pretty fast. Faster than what it would have been if, you know, say if somebody rolled in that one. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just messing. But yeah, you guys find your professor. He has like white hair, very fine looking garments on. He's wearing his usual, you know, yellow hat, and yeah, you can see him walking, and he seems to be guiding a class. Like a class of like 6 people or so. And
Do we?
Oh,
Shit,
sorry, go ahead.
Do we want to ask to see him outside, or do we want to?
They are walking outside. They seem to be like, you know, they seem to be outside, and the professor's like lecturing them.
Oh shit.
I mean, surely we can just wait on the sidelines until he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so, I guess after about 15 minutes of lecture and, him, like, pretty much touring the entire, village, he ends the lecture, and you hear him say, "Alright, I'll see you all next time." And, they all go their separate ways, and he collects his things, and he gets ready to leave to head back to the classroom, probably. Yeah, you can all see him walking.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes.
Sorry to bother. Me and my friends, we were just wondering if we could take like a minute or two of your time.
Sure. I'm heading to another class here, but I'm pretty sure I can answer whatever it is you need.
Alright. We wanted to know if you knew anything about books that can predict the future or tell the past, almost to exact detail.
Not really. Books don't really do that, considering, you know, they're written and, you know, they're meant to tell either stories or give information.
But
What about?
Yeah.
Sorry. What about people who possibly have high divination abilities and wrote stories of the said future?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What about people who have massive divination abilities and who may have written the premonitions in documents such as journals or anything to that category?
Well, I would say that, you know, you have to seek out the authors for that one, because books themselves, they can't predict the future.
Do you? Oh shit! Sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna say that's part of the issue. We don't have the author's name.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? What is this book that you're all going on about?
Well, for starters, it's not just one book. We believe it's a multitude, but the one that's became of immediate premonition was this one. Once again, pulls out the Eternal Wind. Yes, I know it's a children's book, but I can personally assure that the events that transcribe through this book have actually come to reality. Pretty close to the exact detail. Now, there are some details that aren't exactly accurate, but I mean, like I said, children's books, so... But I can assure you that this book was written a long time ago, to the best of our knowledge, and we didn't realize of its existence until after the said events. But everything in this was everything that me and my compatriots went through.
Yeah.
Let me see that. He says.
I hand it over.
You got it. So the author on this book, that it would seem that this person's who wrote this book, that's his actual name, S, because I have encountered a few of his works in my time. So if you would want some guidance on how these books were made, or anything like that, I would say seek him out yourself. And before you ask, yes, he still lives, still writing books. I don't know how, considering that his books are hundreds of years old, but
That does seem strangely bizarre.
if you need him, seek him out in Rabanastre. He lives in the heart
He's
of-
here.
Not here, but in Rabanastre. He lives in the heart of the city as a hermit. No one comes to visit him. He doesn't get out. You would have to go
Shit.
see. Any other questions?
Ah. What do you know of the author personally? Like,
Nothing. All that I know that he wrote, well, at least so far, he's only ever wrote 15 of them, and that's pretty much it. All I know is that he wrote 16 in this series alone, and he hasn't written anything in a long time. So I get the feeling that the series is done and over with. And so yeah, I would just suggest looking out for him, but
Yeah.
I've got to get going. I have a class to teach.
Okay. Thank you, Professor.
your insights were most helpful, I will agree.
Thank you. And he leaves to go back to his class. And so yeah.
We've got a lead.
A good one, too.
And no shit, who would have thought that this person would have been Rabanastre of all places?
Yeah.
Let's just hope they're still around.
You know, unless that professor is very old. Which, honestly, with black mages, you can never entirely know. I mean, magic is a fickle thing, and I've never 100% understood it.
Yeah. Alright. Well, shall we try and find this, S person?
It's possible that they fled the city, though.
Oh, shit.
Do we have any idea if they're here or in Tropico?
We don't, but we at least have a lead. And if it takes us to Rabanastre, then I say we make our way there.
Yeah, it's at least worth checking out.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Alrighty. So y'all want to head to Rabanastre?
Believe so.
I
Yes.
suppose.
Okay. Just making sure.
Unless there's, yeah, I mean, unless there's anything else we want to do here. I mean, Vesta, you're pretty much right at home at this point.
I know it. No, I think we should go on with our mission.
Let's do it.
Alright, so yeah. You guys pass the threshold, and, well, more like you guys get up to the part where you guys entered in, and, you know, when you guys are passing the gates, you guys slam into a big invisible wall. You can see the exit.
Say what?
You can see the big city, and you can still see the smoke and flames from where you are, but you can't get past.
Oh shit.
Okay, what sort of magic fuckery is this?
Is it something similar to what was at the Crystal Tower?
I mean, when we got here, Jakku showed like some sort of rectangle thing, so it's like maybe you need a key in and out.
1 second.
Okay.
Alright. Now, continue.
Do we want to go and like ask Jakku if he can like show us the way out or something?
I mean, unless he might know, it's only bet at this point.
Seems like the best option is just to ask.
Alright, so y'all heading to the medic center to pick up and see what Jakku is doing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so you guys head to the same building that you were at. Still has that same plus sign in front. And yeah. You do see Jakku at the counter talking to a person. And so and afterwards, like after about, let's say, a few seconds of talking, he turns around, he sees you all, and he's like, "Oh, hello there."
Hey, man.
So, we can't get out of the city.
Oh. He reaches into his pocket. "You're gonna need this," and he tosses it to you all. And it's just a magical charm to let us into the city. And they don't really let anybody in or out unless they're authorized.
So, basically, as soon as we walked in here, we basically were put on house arrest?
Pretty much so, yes. You need to have that charm to get past the magical barrier. And
Damn.
it would not let you through. It's the same way up as well.
No shit. Well, that's very unfortunate.
So, you all were heading out?
Yeah, we're gonna head back to the city.
Alright, well, let me know if you need anything. I'll be here.
Actually, before we go, there's one thing I would like to ask, and that might actually help us. What do you know of the author known as S?
How did you know that name?
For one, their books seem to be on my shelves back home, and for two, let's just say that those books have a bit of an impact on our lives.
Uh-huh. I see. And he strokes his chin, nothing, like, no beard is there, and he says, well, I do know one thing. I do know that he walks all of Alien. He walks through all of Alien with, disguised as other people. He is usually a hermit, but every now and then he takes, I'd say every few years or so, he takes off from Rabanastre to look at the world for inspiration for his books. And he uses the face of others to blend in.
So he's a mage.
You could say that, yeah.
Now I'm even more confused.
How so?
I'm sorry, am I well, for one, magic's not really my forte.
Do you think then there's a chance this... I kind of like whisper. There's a chance then that this guy's maybe been following us? No, wait, the books came out way before.
Exactly. And how would he have known of the Crystal Tower, the location that keeps on getting forgotten, and just about everything else?
If he's a mage... Well, from what we know, he, like, specializes in illusion, so he changes face and shit. But it's not out of the realm of possibility that he can see in the future and write that shit down. But then... why?
That is true. Why involve us, more importantly?
If you would like, I could...
Oh shit, I forgot you were there.
Oh, well, thank you.
No, don't worry, it's not your fault. I forget a lot of things. Ish.
Right. Anyways, if you need any assistance, I can assist you. I could accompany you.
I mean, we would appreciate as much help as we can get.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to come with us, yeah, why not?
Well, do you want me to, or not? Because, I mean... It's yes or no.
No, we can bring you along.
You guys seem hesitant.
Don't really.
We would like you to come along with us. It'd be nice to have a local who can show us around.
Alrighty then. Well, at your leave then.
Alright.
And he kind of follows you all wherever you decide to go.
Wonderful.
And I think this is at the Fenelon Gate.
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, he puts out the same, he uses the same little key, I guess you could call it, thing, to open the gate. And yeah, you guys can now pass through the barrier.
Yay!
Yippee. And now it's time for another hour-long trek across the desert.
Oh, goody.
Let's see.
In armor.
Let's see how you all fare this time. Damn it! Alright, never mind. You guys don't find anything out there in the desert. Nothing out there trying to get you. So, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take you, well, it takes you quite a long time. It takes you about an hour to walk from from Fenelon to Rabanastre, and yeah, you arrive back in Rabanastre, and whatever is left of the burning city has pretty much started to die down, and you all arrive in the better side, the not burned side of the city.
I'll turn to Jakku and I go, you wouldn't happen to know exactly where S lives within Rabanastre, do you?
Jakku?
Sorry, did he hear me or?
I
No.
heard you.
Oh no, I didn't hear you that time. No, I thought you were completely silent for that whole thing. Did
No.
you say something?
I was trying to ask Jakku if he knew exactly where S lived in Rabanastre.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cause yeah, my bad. I did not hear that at all. All right. So yeah, he says, well, not if I remember correctly. All right. So if I remember correctly, he seemed a lot of rumors said that he lives in the heart of the town. So I guess the first place we could start looking is around the around the market districts, where a bunch of houses are and different where most of the population lives.
I suppose it's worth a try.
Alrighty then. Alright. And you guys conduct your research. Okay, so how exactly do you want to go about this? You just want to see if he's like out there in the street? Or do you guys want to like look around in different houses to see if you come across him, or
I'm gonna at least try and ask around.
Alrighty. So who is planning to ask around? Besides you, Nix, of course.
I think I will as well.
Yeah. I assume we were going as a group, or are we splitting up individually?
Or are you guys splitting up?
I think let's stay as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a new location. None of us know where we're going in this, so it's probably best to stay together.
Yeah.
We're not Scooby-Doo.
That's fair.
No, and even if we were, we'd be really shitty.
The mystery gang.
Alright, yeah. So, alright, go ahead and you already know the deal. Roll those investigation checks.
26.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Wow. Okay. Okay, so this dice just likes to hate me. Sorry, I was testing something. Apparently, one of my dice kind of hate me, but I'll still stick with the roll. So that'll put me at 9.
Alrighty. Alright, so, Vesta, you notice this first. So, you do see, a couple of, I guess, I wouldn't say, okay, you see a bunch of people who look to be on the poorer side, reading a bunch of, what do you know, a bunch of the same books with the same titles as, the one you guys have. You see those people reading it, and the rest of the group, you all see from behind you, you see a couple of other people reading the books.
It's kind of weird they're all reading the same thing, right?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just a large book club?
I mean,
I
maybe.
doubt that. I mean, I kind of doubt that. S seems to be popular here in Rabanastre.
True. I mean, maybe
And
one of them
kind of
will
makes sense. I mean, if S is a mage, it would make sense that he would be popular here, city of black mages and all.
True.
Yeah.
And the books that these people are wearing, well, I'm not wearing, oh god. So which party did you want to go up to first? The ones that look a little bit on the poorer side, or the ones that were behind you?
Let's go for the ones behind us.
Alright. Alright, yeah. So, there are two people in this group. There is one person reading one book and another book at his side, and there's another person reading a book and another book is at their side. So both of them seem to be reading the same book. And so they are both reading, which one was it? Okay. So yeah, they're all reading this book called The Tree, and you can see the same author there. The book that the left one, we'll just say the left one, that is at his side, you see that it says The Emperor, and the other one, it says The Omen. But you can't really tell which ones in the series these like what number these are. But yeah, so how did you want to catch your attention?
I'm just gonna go up to one of them and go, excuse me.
Oh, hello.
Sorry to interrupt your reading. I do apologize, but kind of curious. What do you know of the author? Do you know if, from what I've heard, he lives somewhere around here in Rabanastre, but you wouldn't happen to know exactly where he lives, do you?
You mean the author of these books here?
Yes.
I personally wouldn't know. Do you know? And the other person says, he looks at the front of the book again. Someone told me about the author and, his living conditions, but they never told us what, like where he lives exactly. So I don't know.
Ah, darn. Oh, that's a shame. You wouldn't happen to know... What do you know of the author?
All I know is that he's a hermit, and he just stays in his house a lot. He doesn't really leave it like that.
Forgive me, I'm sort of a novice to his works, but can you tell me what the one you're reading is about?
Alright, which one? Were you asking?
What were the two books again?
The two books, the one was The Tree and The Omen. Oh no, I'm sorry. The Emperor and The Omen.
Let's go for The Emperor.
Alright. I accidentally spoiled one of the books. Yeah, so you guys, okay. I forgot, I'm telling it from his. So he says, well, this book, it's about an evil emperor who is enslaving a bunch of people in a nation. Well, pretty much trying to enslave the entire world. His name is the Emperor of Palamisia, and he tries his best to enslave the entire population. But little does he know, a regime is uprising, led by, the great warrior Firion. And they go on sorts of adventures trying to stop the Emperor, and then they fight him in literal hell and heaven.
Oh.
Well, that definitely sounds entertaining.
That's why I like it so much. This is my third time reading it.
Cool.
Was there anything else that you guys wanted to ask, or?
Yes. Or entirely no. What about you guys? Turn to the party.
No, I think I'm good. I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I think so. That's it.
Okay. So yeah, they say, all right then. Well, if you need anything else, just let us know. And then they go back to reading their books.
I'm gonna turn to the party and go. Okay, none of us have been to heaven or hell yet, have we?
I haven't heard of an evil emperor either.
No.
No. I mean, unless they're talking about my father, but then again, he wasn't really an emperor, he was just more of an asshole.
Yeah.
But no, I can't think of anyone that would be considered an evil emperor.
Enslavement of mankind? I mean, you think that's what the Dragon Queen wants? Some kind of like revenge?
It's possible, but who knows? She was a machination of that led to went rogue to some fatal results. Who entirely knows what she may be capable of?
Well,
Or
there's...
what her...
Sorry, man.
I was gonna say, or what her intentions may be.
No.
What were you about to
There's,
say? Oh, sorry.
There's 15 or 16 books in the series, right? And surely they're not all about the crystals. If this is a book that's predicting the future still, it could be far into the future. I mean,
Yeah.
farther than our time.
I suppose. We know at least one of them pertain to us, and I hold out Eternal Wind.
Mm-hmm.
It's safe to say that at least the beginning of it does tell our tale. To what end, who knows?
There's a chance then that there are books in the rest of the series that tell about the rest of the crystal, but there's also the chance that it's just the one.
I highly doubt that.
I mean, we do have 3 others with us.
Yeah. That being said, though, I mean, I guess if Ass like knew about some event that would happen in the future and wrote it down, I guess there's, a chance that someone reads it and prevents it from happening, kind of like as a warning.
True.
No, I don't know, but regardless, the only way we'll find out for sure is if we actually manage to find this S person.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I still find it slightly creepy that someone would want to tell my story.
Yeah. Well, it does strike me as a strange thought that everything that we are going to do has been written down already. But let's just keep trying to find this guy.
Agreed.
So
With
what's
any
your
luck,
next
we'll... I suppose we make our way to the next spot.
Let's do it.
And yeah. The next party of individuals that you guys spot earlier, the poorer looking ones, I guess. They you can see that when you turn around, more people end up coming around their circle, and they all say, well, pretty much they don't really say anything. They just start sitting down and they all crack open their books and they all start reading. There's now about 5 or 6 more people there. So in total, it's a whole circle of 8. Just about.
Oh.
And these aren't the people that you guys were just talking to. These are a completely other set of people.
I'll walk up to, I guess, the nearest one and say, sorry, excuse me.
Hmm? Oh, hello there.
Hi. Sorry if I'm, like, interrupting. But I was just wondering, I mean, I've heard so many good things about the author. Do you know anything about him as a person?
I don't know. He just is a good author. Who are you all again?
Oh, sorry. I'm well, we're the Warriors of Blight, we're trying to find this author of these books. Do you mind if I ask what you're reading?
I'm reading The Omen by S. This is what you came across. Everyone looks at us. Everyone looks at you guys, and this person says, "What you kind of just interrupted was our book club meeting."
Oh, sorry. Shit.
And so, as like a little, as part of our thing, we're reading in the entire series.
Oh.
So yeah, you can see right next to the whole bunch, you can see a bunch of books, and they are all, you can see all 15 of them in one place, and they like, you can see just more of them, more copies of those 15 books everywhere.
Holy shit.
I'll be damned.
Yeah. Just I guess one last well, how far are you in the series? Like later?
We're only on the 6th book.
6. Okay. I mean,
You can take a look at the stack if you want.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and there's a bookstore around here somewhere you can purchase your own.
Nice. I think we'll take a look. Yeah, thank you. Unless you guys had any other questions.
Not entirely. I mean, I can see that you all are rather astute, or not really astute, pardon me. I can see that you all are fans of S. I'll admit that you could say that we're kind of starting ourselves, but is there anything that you can tell us about S in particular? That just like sort of anything you may know.
Well, he derived a lot of his stories from real life, like a lot of, real things. Hence why the 3rd book, there is the Crystal Tower. We have a Crystal Tower, and the mention of black mages in book 12, and other things around here. He used a lot of his subject matter is based on reality. So,
all right. And the Crystal Tower, like the one we have, and I don't suppose you're talking about when you mentioned the story about the Crystal Tower. You're talking about the one from the book Eternal Wind, are you?
Yes, the third book.
It is an actual wonderful book. You could almost say that it's left a rather large impact on our lives, and kind of say rather kind of chuckle. Now, from what we've heard, it seems like S is a mage of some sort, from what we've heard. And I mean, if he's been writing these books for years, I mean, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm a little awkward. I'm not entirely familiar with the practices of magic and whatnot. It's...
No, you're okay. Well, if you, I personally, I think, well, when we first started this little book club, we used to be kind of, I'm embarrassed to say, a little bit, just a tiny bit of a little bit of a stalker. We love this author so much that we wanted to find out everything about this person, which was very hard, by the way. But we did find out that he lived here in Rabanastre, and after we pretty much found that out, we just devoted our whole organization to just reading his books and just enjoying them together.
Do you know exactly where in Rabanastre he lives?
She kind of looks around and she says, a couple of blocks back that way.
And just kind of look, and I go, really? He lives that far out?
Yeah, yeah, like he tries not to, be noticed by anybody, so I would suggest you guys wouldn't bother him, because then he'll know that we sent you, and it'll be awkward.
Oh, don't worry, mate. We won't say anything.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, if there's anything else that you need, just let us know.
Many thanks. We really appreciate this.
No problem. And again, you guys are welcome to look at the pile that we have here.
We actually just might. Thank you.
And she nods her head. And then she says, "Alright, now where were we? Ah, yes." And then she just continues going on and on.
I'd like to take a look at the stack of books.
Okay. Yeah. Easily enough, you walk up and you see that they're all, like sorted into what number they are. You see the first book is the Crystal, the second book, the Emperor, the third book is called the Eternal Wind, the fourth book is the Duality, the fifth book is called the Tree, the sixth book is called the Omen, the seventh book is called the Meteor, the eighth book is called the Lion, the ninth book is called the Tail, the 10th book is called the Ball, the 11th one is called the Mage, the 12th book, the 11th book was called the Mage, the 12th book is called the Imperials, the 13th book is called the Lightning, the 14th book is called the Star, and the 15th book is called the Engine, and that is pretty much it.
You're gonna actually write those all out, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'll put it in the Discord. I'm gonna put it in the Discord. I know. I just wanted to read them out for the VOD.
Yeah.
I was typing like a maniac.
I know.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I got you guys. So yeah.
What's I doing trying to write these with pencil? What the fuck?
I'll just put it in the Discord so you guys can
Nice.
7 meteor, 13 lightning. In the engine.
But yeah, that's pretty much all you guys see. You guys can continue while I'm like writing it down, but
Yeah.
So yeah, you can hear the people going on, and she was like, and then she did, and then like she just continues to go on. But yeah, you guys have everything you need.
Nice, nice. Right. Who feels up to go speak to S?
That was
we
as
can
good as.
find him, absolutely.
Yeah, good time as any.
Yeah, we at least know where he lives now.
Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it.
Alright. So yeah, you guys, I guess, follow her advice, and you go a couple of blocks looking. You're not sure which direction. As in like left or right from the direction that she pointed in. It could be this way, that way, but eventually, you do notice a smaller house, I guess, that doesn't look a lot like the others, and it's a little bit more rundown, but it seems to hold itself together with, extra bits of wood and holding it down, more cobblestone here and there. It's getting close to crumbling down.
Shall we knock on the door?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You knock on the door. And after a few knocks, there's no answer.
Yeah. We could always leave him a note as we go to search for the Earth Crystal.
Honestly, I would rather get answers sooner than later, but
I mean,
Oh. I can try shouting and see if someone's home.
You said you can try shouting?
Yeah. I guess. Excuse me, is anyone home?
You yell out to the door, and you don't hear anything. Back, at least.
housekeeping? I mean, I had to give it a try.
It's always worth a shot.
No, you guys don't hear anything in response. You do hear some fiddling around back behind the door, but like you can hear I guess you can hear some sort of like utensils as you like bang on the door, like just like this sound here. I can't describe it. It's more like you hear things like a bunch of things clattering.
Well, that's not ominous.
Yeah. I'm such a big fan of your work, and I was hoping we could chat.
Still no answer.
God damn.
are we gonna have to pull the Warriors of Light card?
I mean,
I feel like if he doesn't want to be disturbed, then we're gonna have to get his somehow.
That's true.
So what?
I can try kicking down the door.
again.
God, that's
I
an
mean-
awful first impression.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pin this.
I mean,
Ruvik is going to go to the door and start just continuously banging while
Oh.
saying, "Let us in, you predicted our life."
Nah, he's not wrong.
all right. Well,
Leave immediately. You can hear something call out.
Make me.
I won't open the door. Get away.
We're the warriors of light.
oh,
I don't care if you're the governor of Rabanastre itself.
Look, we encountered one of your stories after one of our adventures and found out that everything that you wrote in that story came to reality to a certain extent.
After like a little bit of silence, he says, "You may come in."
I will walk in, I suppose.
if the door's not locked, yeah.
You guys,
Is it locked?
you can certainly try to turn the knob.
I will turn the knob.
All right, roll me a cons. I'm just kidding. No, no.
Elf.
You turn the key. Well, not the key. You turn the knob, and yeah, easily enough, the door opens. And what you all see first is a rundown house. You can see pens everywhere. You can see paper. Everything. There's no light whatsoever here. Well, obviously there's some light because you opened the door. And also a little candle that's being lit near the study area. But when you guys happen to walk in at the study area, you see a man sitting there. And
Of course we do.
that man seems to be Jakku.
Mm,
And that's where we're
I
gonna
knew
end
it.
our session for today.
Motherfucker.
Of course.
I knew it. I knew it.
Thank you all for coming down to my session and our epic tale of the Kingdom Cross. Goodbye.
very well.
Bye-bye.
I knew it.
Bye bye.